Okay, I've got the window open, I've logged in, all those kind of things, and I've got the initial graph up. This is how the window should look when it opens. It should have the uh, uh, sales for 2017 by producer on here. Now, you've seen the graph before, and all of these little graph options down here at the lower right-hand corner are available. So if you just click on one of those, it will redo the graph however you want to. It'll even do the trend line thing and so on. It goes back and forth among all of those things, no changes. Also, the thing I wanted you to see is that you can click on one of these bars and it will come up with an OK dialog that will show you exactly what the value is. I hope you can read that, but this one says Simmons J for February, and 20,000 or 20K dollars is the value for that one. I'm sorry, 30K dollars. Sorry, couldn't read that. It's small type. I didn't have any control over the size of the type in the dialogue. So that's an extra thing. I have noticed that a couple of those things don't give me the exact number, but almost all of them do. I'm still trying to figure that out. I also learned that for a single bar graph like this one, it didn't show me any number in there. It didn't seem to be able to get that piece of information. So I've turned off the ability to click on the bars when there's a single graph. And also, I've turned off the ability for doing that when we have the retention graph. Notice that it does properly now give you the names of the different groups and so on. So this one is showing new and 1 year and so on, whereas by line of business, and notice that I just had to click that and got this graph. It's back to January through June for the categories. So, but stick with just this group. Don't go into these other things because I don't have the ability. Also notice that when I go to the retention graph, the graph options down here are removed. It's not appropriate for this particular graph to do those different things because there are no extra people to stack or anything else. This one also doesn't give that option because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to be stacking one on top of the other here. But for comparing producers and lines of business and so on, we do have those little guys down here. And I did leave it up here as well. The only one that really makes any sense is doing the trend line. And that doesn't make any sense because it just keeps going up. But anyway, you see the idea, and that didn't reset. So that's a little thing that I still need to solve. When it was on trend line on one and I went to the other, it still redrew the basic graph, the side-by-side bars. And as a matter of fact, okay, so I'm getting side-by-side bars here and here, and we're good. So still a couple of things that need tweaking, but in general, hopefully it'll make a good demo for you. Okay, take care and have a great trip.